I never been through such a program in my life. I never been traveling nowhere near what I've been traveling. I feel like I'm a seaman, go around and from harbor to harbor, try to win some games and go again. So it's difficult because everybody agree and see that we haven't been firing on every cylinder in the games before the two last ones, and I know what kind of attitude is in the guys. So it's so tough to be hard with our performance because we wanted more, but I don't think it's possible almost in the way we have done it to get more out on the day. And now you see we get some days home together with family, rest a little bit, and then you see what kind of team we are. And this is the standards every game now. We just have to prepare as we did now and keep going and winning football games so we can hopefully be MLS champions this year as well.
Having success in soccer comes with its consequences, and after a hectic period of play in the CONCACAF Champions League, NYCFC has been getting just a little taste of that. And despite falling out of that Champions League 4-2 to the Seattle Sounders on aggregate, Coach Coach Deila thought that Wednesday's performance, a 1-1 draw against the Sounders, was his team's best of the season. Certainly NYCFC will continue to feel the blow of bowing out of a competition they wanted to win, but they might also use it as a building block as they push past fatigue and shift their focus solely to the MLS, where they currently sit at the bottom half of the Eastern Conference. Easter Sunday represented a chance to put that theory into practice as NYCFC returned home to Yankee Stadium to take on a talented Real Salt Lake squad for the first time since 2019, who RSL, despite being in slightly poor form themselves, they currently stand near the top of the Western Conference. Now, NYCFC had not had a match in MLS competition since April 2nd, a 2-1 loss to Toronto FC. This was their first home contest since March 19th, a 2-0 loss to the Philadelphia Union. Altogether, the boys in blue were looking to snap a 5-game winless streak in all competitions. And they certainly did just that and more with a statement win as Valentin Castellanos nets his first, second, third, and fourth goals of the season, setting a new club record for goals in a single game to lead the way past Real Salt Lake 6-0. You got a sense of this from the players in the postgame that NYCFC was clearly happy to be home, and they looked like the more energetic side from the start. As a result of it, they dominated the possession early on and capitalized as soon as the 9th minute, generating an early corner kick that was converted by the aforementioned Castellanos on a header, as the reigning Golden Boot winner had been kept off the scoring tabs all season long, and that changed today with his first goal of the MLS season to set this one into motion. And then from there, NYCFC had been keeping the pressure going. Just 6 minutes later, RSL was playing a high line and caught far out of position. That leads to a through ball to Thiago. He sneaks around the goalkeeper, slices one into the net, quickly making it 2-0 in favor of NYCFC. Now, RSL looked like they were calming the storm a little bit, generated a chance or two, but they were just dealt a big blow at the beginning and remained one step slower throughout the rest of this contest. And NYCFC, they started to reclaim that momentum toward the end of the first half. And at the 36th minute, Thiago Martins blasts a shot from the top of the box. It gets deflected into the penalty area, and a high kick from RSL's Tate Schmidt clips Keaton Parks as he leaps in for a header. That grants NYCFC a penalty kick. And once again, Castellanos steps up to the box, sends it into the corner, the back of the net for his second goal of the game, making the score 3-0 heading into the half. Now, RSL, they settled in a bit to start that second half, but NYCFC really took advantage of every opportunity they got. In the 55th minute, just some really poor marking again from that RSL defense. All the attention focused ball side, a wide open Thiago on the opposite end of the pitch. He receives a through ball and pounds it into the back of the net. He gets his brace, NYCFC gets their fourth goal of the game. And then that's where the Tati party really got started. Not even 2 minutes later, NYCFC regained possession, worked their way down the field, and an errant foul from RSL there granted another penalty kick to the Citizens, which Castellanos knocked off the post and in for his third goal of the game. That's a hat trick, and NYCFC's fifth. This one now obviously well out of reach. 20 minutes ago quiet, but then once again, another self-inflicted wound that costs RSL in the 80th minute. McMath net, simple clearance out of the blocks. He bunders it, sending it right to Castellanos at the edge of the box. His shot goes off an RSL defender. McMath can't get a hand to it, and that one goes in. Castellanos' fourth goal of the game, setting a new club record for goals in a single game. That previous mark held by three players including himself. He matched that back on November 1st of 2020 against the Red Bulls. It was also NYCFC's 6th goal as a team. That ties the club record for goals in a single game set back on October 23rd against DC United. And all of a sudden, after going scoreless throughout the season thus far, Castellanos 4 goals later sits right in the thick of that golden boot race once again. And here's Alfredo Morales having a bit of fun talking about Tati's impact on the club with him in the back of the press conference room to listen.
I think he's not so important. No, like I said in the beginning, I'm very happy for him. He works so hard every single day. I don't know, you have to appreciate a striker like this. He gives everything. His pressure is essential for us, especially with Maxi or Santi, whoever plays on the number 10. But to score 4 goals, I think is not bad. And I think it was the first goals, right? In MLS? Yeah. So he has 4 goals now, and I think he has to go for the golden boot again. So we try to push him, we try to support him each and every day, do our best to make him better. He does everything to make us better as a team and individually. So it's good. I like to be with him, and he's a good teammate.
Now, NYCFC looked to have one more goal shortly after. That was ruled off due to a penalty in the box, perhaps the only blemish on the day. And then Sean Johnson made a few extra stops, keeps the clean sheet. 2 minutes of added time later, the final whistle blows. 6-0 NYCFC, the final score. And just an absolutely tremendous day for NYCFC, one they absolutely needed. And you could tell they were so happy to be back, and certainly showing the benefits of that. They totaled 22 shots, 6 wind up in the back of the net, and they keep things locked up on defense as well. And to give you just a sense of how high of a ceiling Ronnie Deila feels this team has, he still believes that Wednesday's performance against Seattle was even better. This time around, the ball just happened to find the net a little bit more in a game that hopefully will send NYCFC's MLS campaign off on the right foot. And a lot of that comes because this is the first of 5 consecutive home contests. So a big chance here for NYCFC to make up some ground. Now, some of those games, including next Sunday's tilt with Toronto, will take place at Citi Field, a place Coach Deila isn't too familiar with, but looking forward to nevertheless.
I don't know anything about Citi Field. I've been there one time watching Mets. That's the only thing. So it looks like a nice stadium, but it's competition with the Yankee Stadium. So if we're gonna have the same result as we have here, that's gonna be difficult.
And regardless of where they play, there's no question that with the Champions League behind them and the MLS in full focus, this version of NYCFC is rearing to get back to the championship team they know themselves to be. Reporting on the New York City Football Club, I'm Alex Wolz, WFUV Sports.